right. I believe, oh my, that was very loud. I believe we are now live, hopefully for everybody, hopefully live, you can all see me. Today, we are going to be building a Phaser 3 plugin, using Hathora, or linking up Phaser to Hathora's multiplayer game server hosting services. That was a pretty brutal intro, but I think y'all get me. So yeah, without any further ado, I will show my screen, which will reveal, ta-da, the live stream plan for today. First up, we have to figure out a Vite config for building a library as opposed to like building a web app or something. We need to wrap all the client SDK functions from Hathora with a Phaser 3 plugin class and give them all aptly named functions and whatnot. Implement said plugin in the top-down shooter game as a test it, and profit, question mark. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of profit, that doesn't feel right. Anyway, make multiplayer games, let's put that. All right, cool. Anyway, well, I don't know why I have my own thing open. That's awkward. Okay, so, what does red mean on Twitch Studio? Does that just mean live, or does that mean you're really bad quality? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so first things first, let's open up the folders I had going for this project. Oh, it doesn't exist. That's awkward. Open folder, where would it be? Twerk, Hathora Phaser plugins, Hathora Phaser 3. I must have renamed it to that. Sure, save. Don't save, cancel that. Oh, jeez. Sorry guys, this is painful, just getting up my IDE set up here. Hathora Phaser 3, okay. Don't save, my gosh. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! We have a super basic plugin. No clue either. If it's red live, it just means live, I think. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that with Twitch Studio. It very well could have been that my quality is bad. I don't know. I'm in the basement of my house. Anyway, so we've got this basic class. However, I was hoping to get... Oh wait. I did actually just use import statements and everything. Is it a module? No. Should it be a module? Type module? I don't know. Honestly, maybe we'll just write the plugin like this for now. I don't know, should we? I think it would be better to have TypeScript and stuff. Yeah, you know what? It would be better to have TypeScript and stuff. So we're gonna figure out the Vite config. So let's go to Vite, or look up rather, Vite. What would the magic words for this be? Vite, build library, TypeScript. Creating a TypeScript package with Vite, build a TypeScript component library with Vite. That's probably close enough to what I want. Vite config, here we go. Build lib, that sounds promising. Vite, build lib. No. Stop that, Google. You stop that. Building for product. Oh no, build options. Build options. Build.lib. Build.lib. Here we go. Build as a library. Okay, so we can do this with Vite. So I guess what that means is for now, no, actually I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to close out of that, close out of that, cd into twerk, ls, cd Hathora phaser plugin, let's clear, let's see, cd Hathora, oops, no, wait, cp-r Hathora phaser 3 to Hathora, oops, Hathora phaser 3, wait, no, let's move it. Why would I copy it? I don't need it anymore, so we just want the name. MV Hathora phaser 3 to Hathora phaser 3 old. There we go. Now we can just go npm create byte at latest, blam blam. This will be called Hathora phaser 3. And then we will do, sure, vanilla. Yeah, vanilla. And then we do want TypeScript. And look at that. We now have a Hathora phaser thing. We'll go npm install. Now, what do we want to do here? We want to go into, probably open it would be a good idea. Oops, well, we have done so. And this is it. Okay, so we need to make a Vite config. Configuring Vite. And this is what we're looking for. Sort of. We don't necessarily need to do that. Although environment variables might be helpful at some point, we'll see. So let's just go with this one. Vite.config. Was it JS, I think? Vite.config.js, yes. And that will go in the project root. Move. Update imports for Vite config. No, actually, I don't know why anything would have been importing it because we just made it. But anyway, I guess maybe somewhere in the npm modules or something. Anyway, that's okay. Let's see. So we will go over here, define load environment. We don't really care about that just now, but yeah. What we do want to do though is we want to return build lib, which it's expecting false or come on now, library options. Okay, library options. Let's see what those look like. Can I do that? No. Damn. Hold on. Let's see. Peak type definition. Nope. Okay, fine. Let's just find an example of it and roll with that. Nope. Don't need that no more. Build options. Here we go. So, entry string. Entry alias name string. Oh my goodness. Let's just go vite build.lib example. Creating a lot. Oh god, it's 30 minutes though. Why does it need a 30-minute video? He says as he sits here live streaming for 4 hours or whatever. Create, no. Component library, let's just see what it says. Okay. This is not helpful. Create a React component library with blah blah blah, deploy Please don't be like a boilerplate. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, this is getting out of hand. Build a JavaScript library with multiple entry points using Byte 3. Let's try it. Come on, Ral Milo, don't let me down. Come on, internet, don't let me down. Goodness me. What's his .dev? Weird. I don't know where he's hosting his site. Building a JavaScript library. Package for another package. Blah, 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 blah. Strategies. Okay. Config. Lib. Entry. That. File name. My lib. Format. CJS. ES. Okay. Alright, sure. Let's just kind of rip this one off. Here we go. Export default, define, plugin, return, blam, build. And now we need dirname or resolve. Oh, we need resolve too, I guess. Yeah, import resolve from path. So let's go do that. Import resolve from path. And then dir name should be a constant, so that'll always be there. Define config. He's got semicolons. We all got semicolons. And lib index, so I guess no more source. I don't know, I'll keep the source folder just chilling for now. Lib. That also goes in the root. Move to root, yes. Lib. Nope. Lib. Okay, yeah, right. Index.ts. File name. My lib. Let's say, Hathora phaser 3. Do you have to put the nope? Hathora phaser 3. Format CJS, EJS, or ES. I'm sure I can mess around with that if I need to later. Yeah, I'm sure I can mess around with that if need be. So now we got to test this thing out. Let's say export class Kirk constructor console.log hi. Okay, so now we're exporting something from our lib index.ts, which is hopefully what we're building. And now we get to go npm run build, see what it comes out with. Dist slash, oh, I see, Hathora phaser 3 CJS and JS. Okay, cool. Now let's take a look at what those actually look like. Dist, Hathora phaser 3, class C, export C as Kirk. Okay. I mean, it's minimal, but huh. Okay, sure. Hathora phaser 3.js. It seems to work. Now, I'm going to open another window, folder, whatever, and we're going to say open folder, whoop, twerk, Hathora phaser, old. We're going to open the old one now. And we're going to take a look at what we're doing here, because we installed phaser, but we also installed what else would we have installed here? We would have installed Description. Oh, what am I talking about here? I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, guys. We gave it a name, and yeah. Oh, right. We also linked. No, we didn't link that. Oh, yes, we did link this too. Okay, so we have to run npm. Wait, did I have to modify anything in the package.json? That's what I was actually looking for. Main is index.js. Okay. So yes, I do need to change that in here. Main is going to be dist slash Hathora phaser3.js. All right, now we can go npm link. There we go. Oh, did we? Yeah, Hathora phaser3. Okay, cool. All right, and we can now also say npm install phaser. So we can snag that base class. And yeah, mess around. Let's see, so basically we just want that. Blammo. Now we'll call this Hathora phaser3 extends base plugin. Now we are probably going to need this as an example, because this was pretty much all of the source code I was able to ascertain from examples and stuff when I was hunting earlier. But anyway, yeah, so it gets a constructor with a plugin manager. Constructor manager is a plugin manager. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we can say plugin manager and just take that and drop that in there as well. Now I think it's just mad because I'm not calling super. Yep, super. Hazer, wow. Hathora phaser3 plugin manager, so Hathora phaser3, nope, not 2, manager. Oh man, why is it mad? Expected 1 arguments but got 2. That's weird. Plugin manager. That is what I'm doing in this example. Oh, what was that thing? No. Try that. Does it work? No. There, man. Okay, well. This is TypeScript being mad at me for different things because... Oh, right, I can go type? Is that how that works? Oh, maybe I just have to... Why don't we just not do this whole thing? It's kind of annoying, actually. So we can just go plugins dot base plugin. We can do plugins dot plugin manager. There, now it's a type. Okay, cool. Magically. Now we have the plugin manager being mad. Expected 1 arguments, but got 2. Okay. Phaser 3.6 plugins. Plugin manager? Yeah, sure. No, that's not what I want. I want Base plugin. Let's try and find that class and see what that has for us. CGE ILMNOP plugins. Scene plugin, base plugin. Oh, okay. Base plugin of plugin manager. So I just need to pass the plugin manager. I don't need to pass a string, I guess. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I guess I could have also just, yeah, hovered over that to see that. It's cool, we're good. So there we go. Now we'll just say console.log in the constructor. Let's see. So now I guess we need to back out of there. And we need ourselves a demo game. So I guess I can also probably just snag that, and then we can be done with this and use that for a workspace for another thing. Bloop. All right. So let's see here. Coffee. I can't recall if we updated the Hathora, what is it? No, Hathora, it's Hathora / top-down shooter. There we go, that's the one. App ID, oh, so this is still the old instructions. Add section when generating app ID and app secret via console, adds diagonal movement. What did I change in this? I just want to see if I... is it literally just the readme? Yeah, it is just the readme. Okay, so no. Update to new build kit 3 days ago. That sounds encouraging. Wait, what was that? Yeah, update to new build kit. Okay, so... what am I looking for? Source, connection. Connect, add listener, send message, disconnect. All right, let's see here. Private connection, Hathora connection, or undefined. I'm just trying to, wow, sorry, I'm really spacing out here. This is just to establish if they're using the old thingamajigs or the new ones. Old SDK or the new ones. I guess there's a much easier way to check that, which is by going to the package JSON of the client. Vite, that's not what I'm looking for. Hathora client SDK version 1.0. All right. Let's see what do those readmes have? npm Hathora client SDK. Hathora client SDK. Hey. Who dat? HPX7. He looks like a panda on here. That's cool. Or like, he's got like a mustache too. Anyway. Nice. Okay, these are the... I've never actually seen these in action. I wrote these, but yeah, cool. Oh, nice. Okay, so I do give examples of many of the functions, so that's good. So I can basically just use all this. Wow, I even wrote it as like an async function, so that would be like, I could do something really similar, which would be cool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm between two screens at the moment. Okay, so we've got an established connection function, which is like giving a bunch of bonus extra stuff. So we can basically just take this structure and start messing with it as, yeah, as the plugin. So that's where we put in your app ID or your connection info. Oh no, your app ID goes in there as a string, and then connection info is this object. Okay, cool. We got this. So, we'll say public async function. Or no, not function. We don't have to use the function keyword here. We can just say public async. What's the first one we should do? Where should we start this venture? Connection info, localhost port 4000, transport type TCP, as constant. Okay, so Hathora client SDK. Yeah, so I guess we gotta install the client SDK. Did I not do that yet, or did I just do that? No, I don't think I've done that yet. So we need to go into the Hathora phaser 3, and we need to go npm install. Oops, probably has the whole command. Yep. All right. So now we have the Hathora client SDK, and we can import it as such. Bam, Hathora client. Now we'll say public I guess client? Yeah, will be a Hathora client. Connection info, I think we'll do as a function. Public client is Hathora client. Okay. And then what else? And then, yeah, so we'll do a connect function, I suppose. Or no, what's the order that you would actually use this in? Oh yeah, this would be in the yeah, instantiator object, app ID. Okay, so init. Oh, okay, let's just say it would be really good if I could, yeah, but I guess you don't instantiate plugins, do you? Let's just say init. Oh wait, that's already called init, my god. Let's see, we'll call it, I don't know. stand, no. It's also probably not how you spell it. Let's just call it start. Wait a minute. Plugin manager calls this method on a global plugin when the plugin is started. Oh. Okay, so probably not. Public async. Let's call this boot. Please don't be taken. There we go. Method boot. And we need an app ID, which is a string, and optionally a connection info. It's going to be some kind of object, and it's going to be equal to that. There we go. Pretty ugly, but it works. Host is a string. Host is a string. Port is a number. And transport type is a const? No, it's also a string, I think. No idea what as const does, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to make my font size a touch smaller because this is a little ridiculous. Let's just break these out into their own lines or something so that they're not heinous to read. And that's what it defaults to. Let's see. Sure. You know what? That works. It's a very, very strange function definition, strange shaped function definition, but it is a function definition. So, yeah. Sure. Yeah, it works. And then we need to create a new client. Snag that. And then we'll say this.client equals bam. Oh, why is connection info being all weird? Oh, interesting. TCP as const, so this has to be not a string, but TCP or UDP or what was the last one? TLS. Yes. There we go. Getting weirder by the minute. But anyway, that will create the client. Also, we're going to make a booted Boolean. And there we go. Now it'll be set to true when it's booted. And then when every other function, we can just go like this. Also, that doesn't have to be async. I don't know why I made that async, but it doesn't have to be. Public, async. Oh wait, maybe we could call it, oh yeah, instead of that, we should call it set app ID. And then we've got a client. Oh, except I do need to actually replace it. Awkward. app ID, there we go. And then public async. Let's call this like has client. You know, I guess I could also just do it like this. We could say or null equals null. There. So now if it's null, then there's no need for that. Okay. Public async. So the first thing they'll do is they'll call plugin.setAppID. Then they'll be like, what will they do next? They'll say plugin dot. They would probably want to register a event listener. Did I show how to do that? On close. Create public lobby, create private lobby. Oh, using the connection. Here we go. So we do want to establish a connection. Okay, so I guess we need a connect function or something. Yeah, so the connection needs, so we have a client and we have a connection. Right, okay. I swear I do this for a living, sort of. Public connection is what? Hathora connection, nice. Hathora connection or null equals null. So maybe instead of, we could just call this connect with an app ID. And then you create a client, and then, but then we need a room ID before we can connect. So we do kind of need to do this in like a weird 3-phase thing. So we need to set the app ID. Then we need to, so we set the app ID, then we need to, get a token. Okay, so an app ID and a token, but we could do that in one call perhaps. So we'll just say login. Login. And no. Let's just call this connect. And we'll just have it do the whole spiel. Or let's call this connect to public room. Connect to public room. Yeah. All right, and then we got the client. We get the token from the client. And I don't think we need the token once it's established, so we can just put that in its own variable. Login anonymous. Now that we're gonna have to await, yes. So now this will be public async. Connect to public rooms. Talk token equals nope. Try again. Oh wait. Login anonymous. There we go. Public room ID, create public lobby. So yeah, we can get the public lobbies. We'll say const public lobbies equals just type it out so we get the autocomplete. This dot client dot get public lobbies with the token. Not gonna pass a region. Lobby info. Const first lobby. Wait, hold on. Let's go into like this. So we'll say if public lobbies dot length is greater than 0, we have public lobbies. Otherwise, we don't have public lobbies. So if we do have public lobbies, we'll connect to the existing ones. We will have to make some kind of a like eventually thing to filter whether or not you want to allow any more connections. Although I guess that's something you could do on the server probably. But anyway, yeah. To take them out of the circulation of this list would be nice. So public lobbies.length is greater than 0. And if we do have a public lobby, we'll just grab the first one. Lobby equals public lobbies. And then lobby, it should be a lobby info. Yes, it is. Lobby dot created by room ID region. Cool. So lobby dot room ID is the thing we're going to want to do something with. So we'll say let room ID equals that, or null, I guess. Is room ID still a type? No, it's just a string probably. String or null. There you go. Now lobby dot so we'll say room ID equals lobby dot room ID. There we go. Otherwise, if there are no public lobbies, we'll have to just create a new one. Create public lobby. And then we'll say room ID equals await this dot client dot create public lobby. Yep. Token. Yep. Okay. And then we will, once we've gotten all that figured out, we just have to create a connection with that room ID. If room ID is equal to null by some freak of nature, we'll say throw new error. Room ID could not be established. Or maybe we could just do if no room ID, because that would probably include undefined and null, I believe. So let's say room ID could not be established, just lowercase r. And then, okay. All right, now we'll say we've got the room ID. For sure we've got the room ID at this point. So we can say this dot connection equals this dot client dot connect new connection room ID. There we go. Why is that bad? Promise. Oh, because it's a promise. Wait. Doi. There we go. And now this in itself is not actually going to be an async function, but is rather going to be returning a promise with what? Just a promise. A void promise. There we go. A void promise. Oh, it should be new promise. Resolve. And reject. And we can actually use reject in place of that error throwing business we were doing before. And now, oh my gosh, my indentation for this file is insane. It's properly nuts. Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense, maybe. Or should it just be down one? I have no idea. I'm gonna put it right here. This is the weirdest looking function I've ever written in my life. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this needs to be an async function. Now we'll, instead of throwing a new error, we'll just say reject reason any. We could even do the same with token. If no token, reject failed to get to execute login anon nos. Failed to execute login anonymous. Room ID. It knows better with the variable name. Room ID could not be established. There, sure, that seems to make sense in my mind right now. Excellent. Let's see, so we've got resolve, and we haven't used resolve yet. We have used reject twice, but I guess I should probably also check for public lobbies to make sure it's a thing. Anywhere I'm using await, basically, I have to do this, I guess. Await, check, await, check, yeah, okay. If no public lobbies, we'll say reject, failed to fetch public lobbies. Then, now we have all our error checking in the out of the way. We can await that, which is setting the connection on it. And then, yeah, after that we can just resolve, because we're resolving with void. I was thinking we had to pass it something, but we don't. That was my bad. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Connect to public room. Like, I feel like if we reinstantiate this stuff, it's not going to break it. So really, in theory, we could just redo this stuff on each function call, right? So I could do the same thing with private, sort of. But private, you would have to pass it not just an app ID and a connection info, but you would need to pass it. Still feels weird passing an app ID to connect to public room. I just want to rename this. This function name is bothering me. So, open public. Let's just say, you know what, maybe it's not the weirdest thing. Join public lobby with an app ID. Join public lobby with an app ID, because then it's like you're saying, I want to join a public lobby on this app, which I can kind of get behind. I think that makes sense, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think that works for me. So we've got join public lobby. Can do that. That is the wackiest looking functions shape I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a little pistol, or like definitely an upside down pistol. Damn, it really looks like a pistol. That's weird. Make it big again so it doesn't look like a pistol. Anyway. So now, oh, hold on. We can do some clever things here. We can say, maybe I should make the token, because we need that to get the public lobbies. Yeah, okay. This dot token equal is a string. No, not even this dot. Public token is a string, or null, and it starts its life as null. So first we'll say if this dot client equals null, there we go. So this will all be this dot token. Yep. Then we can say if this dot token equals null. Then we'll go through this. Now the public lobbies, it's always going to have to get in this function. And then what else? What else do we have to do here? Public lobbies, get public lobbies, blah, blah, Otherwise it failed. Public lobbies, reject, failed to fetch public lobbies. Yeah, so that stays. Public lobbies length. Create one, that works. Now the connection. Yeah, will be a new connection. Which, so we do have to change this every time, I think. All right, cool. Moving right along. Have some water. All right, so I guess should we test this out? I don't know. Is that the next logical step? What's on my plan? It says wrap all. Okay, we can check that one off. Wrap all the client SDK functions with a plugin class. I'm gonna modify this one. Make helper functions which chain multiple SDK calls. And I'm gonna make an extra list of this. We'll call join public room. Is that what I called it? Lobby. I should probably call it room. Join public room. Yeah, so join public room, join private room, and this will be app ID, comma, connection info, question mark. And then this one will be, I guess, this is kind of tricky. Should I just assume the connection info? Should I even like let them? Yeah, I should let them specify that. If they mess around with their server at all, they'll want that. So yeah, okay. Oh, I could, you know what I could do? I know what I can do. We can say this dot connection info is all this junk. Oh, that's so much nicer. My gosh. Wow. Looks so much better. Okay. This, though, is going to be ugly. Bam. Actually, it doesn't look as bad up here. Localhost port 4000 TCP. And then now we can have a public function set connection info, which they can optionally call before calling any of the join functions, promisey functions. So we'll say connection info. Guess I could make this a type, couldn't I? I don't know. Whatever. We'll just steal that. And we're just gonna make this one-liner, I think. Ah. Okay, that is a space. Then this can come back up. There we go. That's our long type definition for set connection info. This dot connection info equals connection info. All right, so now we've got a optional. I should probably comment these. optional configure connection info for let's see, connection info for plugin, I guess. Okay, now we've got join public room, which is just takes an app ID now, and now join a public join or create new public room on a given app ID. Now, I need to restart my music, I believe. Oh, it did that for me. Look at that. Cool. Anyway, is what we were looking at. Yeah. So now I can pretty much just do the exact same thing, but we're gonna change a couple little things up here. So room ID is now coming from a different function, which is create. Oh, but you gotta create a private lobby and join a private lobby. Oh, I guess we can just make a function for create private lobby and then join private lobby by ID or something, or just join by ID. I think it would work. Okay, so then we can just say join room by ID. No, this is now starting to fall apart, I feel like. I'm just trying to like simplify the process as much as I possibly can. That's kind of the trick here. So joining a public room with an app ID, that still seems funky. I don't know. I feel like it should just be join, like config. Yeah, maybe, okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Public, let's call this start plugin with an app ID and an optional connection info again, or yeah, optional connection info. Let's just take this type so it's not quite as ugly as how I had it before. And that will be optional, or yeah. No, whoops. It's not going to be optional, but it will just be equal to the default one up here. Now we don't need to keep that around. Get rid of that. That will go there. Okay, so start plugin, app ID, and connection info. And we will now take a lot of this stuff out of our weird join public room and move it over. So we'll say if client is null, yeah, we'll make the client, we'll get the token, and then all the public lobby stuff, that can be specific to after already having a token. And, oh yeah, we are gonna have to do the whole promise thing too. So copy right up to there. Yeah. Oh, right. So if it gets through all of this, yeah, if it gets through all of that, we can just resolve it. Makes a client, gets a token by logging in anonymously. Okay, so that's start plugin. All right. Maybe just log in. Yeah, let's just call that login, I guess. Yeah, login. That sounds good. So now we're going to say plugin.login app ID. And then we're going to say join. Yeah, so let's see. Join or create. Join or create public room. Okay. Join or create public room. Public lobbies is. So first of all, we have to say if this dot client equals null, or this dot token equals null. Why is it still mad? Object is possibly null. We'll kill out of this here. What are we resolving with or rejecting with? We're saying you must first call login to use the plugin. There you go. You must first call login to use the plugin. Join or create public room. And it still thinks it could be null. Maybe I have to throw in a return statement there. Yeah, there we go. That got it happy real quick. Okay, except I guess we do want the new connection thing there. Yeah, room ID, the new connection, okay. Join or create public room. Yeah. Setting the connection seems appropriate there. So join or create public room. Then we're gonna do, excuse me, then we're gonna do join private, or so we have join or create public room, join private room, if that's what we want to do here, join private room. Yeah, join private room, I suppose. And this will be room ID. And then join private room with by room ID or create private room, which probably doesn't need anything. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do let's do create private room first, actually. Create a private, actually let's just do join first. Join a private room by room ID. Oh, except that shouldn't be app ID anymore. That should be, it's actually not even being used. So yeah, that's totally off. Joiner create public room. Joiner create new public room, and we'll just get rid of on a given app ID. So now this one, we'll do much the same process here. Public async, this is join private room, room ID string. Okay, maybe I could just call this join or create, because it is joining, so join any public room. Let's call it that. Join a private room by room ID. Okay. Now we've got our client for sure and our token for sure. So what do we need to do to join a private room? I don't think I actually did that in here, but that's okay. We can just say this dot connection probably equals this dot client dot. Oh wait, wasn't it just the same function? New connection. Yeah, just room ID. Why do I keep writing the full async? That's not what you write there. Also, this could just be join room. Join room by ID. Join any public room. Join room by ID. Let's say public or private room by ID. And then we'll say what is login doing again? It is logging in. Of course, that makes sense. Login with a given app ID and optional connection info. I'm gonna put anonymous here. Login anonymous. I legit can't spell that. That's a really hard word to spell. Login anonymous. With a given app ID and optional connection info. Join or create new public room. Now we'll say public. I keep making these async, but they don't have to be. Oops, why did I call it that? Public. We'll call this one create private room. Create a private room. Create a private room, comma. create a private room, comma, returns room ID. Let's see here. What was I doing again? Jeez. Private room, create private room, which is create private lobby. Okay, so with a token, and that returns me the private room ID. So cool. We'll say to new promise. This one's going to resolve with a string. And we'll say, we'll do the same boilerplate, make sure you have a connection bogus. It's not really bogus, it's actually good. So if you have a connection, I could probably, whatever. There's always room to optimize. But what we could do is we could say, yeah, so if there is a client, we say const room ID equals await this dot client dot create private lobby. Yes, thank you. You knew what I wanted. This dot token. And then we will just resolve with the room ID. Beautiful. Create private room, join by room ID, join any public room, log in. And init, which doesn't really need to be there, I guess. Neither does that really. Okay, so this is getting cool. We've got a fair amount of functionality in our little plugin already. So now I do think it's truly time to test it out, which is what I was kind of starting to do, and then I guess I got distracted and kept working on the plugin. I don't know. Anyway, just make sure it's got the latest version linked. I think you don't have to do this over and over. I think you just link it once and then it's like up to date forever. However, we do need to do that, build it, why is it 4 megabytes? Oh, it's because of phaser, I bet. I'm gonna have to look into if there's a better way to get those base plugin classes. I wonder if there's like a file where it just exists on its own somewhere that I could steal. There probably is. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our disk/phaser Hathora plugin, blah, blah, blah. Now I actually have to make, wait, is that the same folder twice? Yes, it is. cd ... and we'll say get clone. I'm gonna do the top-down shooter. I don't know why, I just feel like doing the top-down shooter. Hathora top-down shooter. Yeah, it still has the old instructions here, but that's probably fine. Probably fine, right? App ID and app secret. Just wondering. I'm doing here, really. Okay. So I guess I just have to make one on my... I guess I'll make one on my account. Not crazy about the idea of doing that on a stream, so I think I'm going to do this off screen for a moment. So stand by, you get to look at me for a minute. Or actually, wait, let's chat, let's do that. So don't mind me, I'm just currently setting up the top-down shooter project such that it has instructions for... What am I talking about? Setting up the top-down shooter project such that it actually has a real app ID and all that fun stuff. Wait, cd dot nano.env, and we'll say app ID equals that, app secret equals that. Okay, now I just need to actually, wait, I'm gonna open this game. I know you can't see anything I see, I'm just trying to be sneaky right now. I want top-down shooter. We're gonna move it way down so I can't accidentally show it on stream. That's always a smart thing to do. Then I'll go to my console. We'll say create application. We'll say top-down shooter strim. And we need a server. So I need to open up this. I guess I can show some of this stuff because like some of it's kind of interesting. It's showing how to use the console and everything. So I've created a top-down shooter -strim app with the Hathora console. I have my app ID and my app secret, which I will later sneakily off-screen copy. But for now, wait, actually I probably need it now. Okay, yeah, hold on, stand by. You're going off screen again. Chat. There we go. Secret, and get the ID too while we're at it. There we go, locked down. And we also want to, what was the other thing we wanted to do? Run that magic command to compile the server. Because yeah, all the stuff we're going to be doing from now on is on the client. So, oh, wait, I can share my screen again. What am I doing? Here we go. I'm gonna snag a little utility thing that I made for one of my games, Hex Club. It's my current one that I'm working on. V2, not that, build deployment, or, oh, am I opening, not opening a file? Open is what I want. Build deployment, that's what I want. So we just want to do that. Exclude node modules, deploy.tgz, common server environment. Okay. And yeah, the server, I guess, has no builds tab. No, that's common. I'm looking at common right now. Server just has a start function. Okay. There we go. Now we have a nice little deploy.tgz of our server. For which one? I hope I was in the right folder. Top-down shooter, I was. Okay, now we can go to Twerk, Hathora phaser, top-down shooter, and we can deploy this. Oops. It's a feature I really don't enjoy of macOS, the whole like drag to select multiple things sometimes. Anyway, there we go. So now we're spinning up our Hathora server in the wilderness. I'll just take a minute while that's doing its thing. Let's maybe look at some of its source code. So like client in particular, connection. Oh dear. Oh, because I haven't installed anything in there yet. So wait, hold on a second. Said to exclude node modules. I don't know. Hopefully it works. tsconfig is mad about something. I don't know why. Cannot find the base type for vite/client. Okay, good for you. You get a tsignore for that. Okay, apparently that doesn't work. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, I just saved it and it went away. Okay, cool. So yeah. Now our room connection is going to look a little different. In fact, we're not even going to use the room connection anymore, I don't think. Oh, are we client SDK 1.0? Yeah, so we are on the latest, I think. So let's go to scenes, boot scene. So this is where we're getting the room ID and all that stuff currently, the token, all that. This whole pushing to this to the location thing is kind of a cool idea. I guess we can just say like room ID. We'll use, what are our functions even that we made again? So we got login, so we need to do that first, which is up here. Random data of the day. Alrighty. What is said data? So get token is where we're probably not going to keep using it. Random crypto bytes, or crypto.random bytes 32 2-string UTF 8. Lovely. That's is it supposed to be representative of something? Anyway, get token. That's getting the token, which we can now do, or we should now. Oh wait, no, hold on. I have to still install it as a thing. Oh my goodness, I'm skipping over an entire step. I never really established this, but I think I'm gonna just go with the same as what I'm doing for my own game, which is that, and that. Oof. Well, that's what I use to generate them, so they are about as random as I can make them. Nice. Random stuff can be cool. Guess that's not going to be helpful to me right now. Ooh. Yeah, Fetchbot, I know you just showed up and everything, but I am thinking that we might have to continue this with a part 2. We got pretty far into our phaser plugin. We didn't really get to testing it, but it is now what time for me? 8:40. It's kind of late-ish. And I think I'm going to continue this in a part 2 at some point coming up next week, perhaps. We will see. But this has been a fun little experiment, so thank you everyone for joining me. Oh, how do we do this? Here we go. Blam. Thank you everyone for joining me. I had a good time writing out my first ever serious phaser plugin. Probably a little bit slower progress than normally could have been made, but still, all in all, I'm pretty happy. We're going for about an hour and a half there, and we managed to get, like, untested, but we managed to get a big chunk of what I would consider a core, or I don't know what I'm saying. What I would consider a plugin for phaser. It works. It should work. Hopefully it works. Everything's good. Was a chill time, says Lapwell. Thank you, sir. I'm glad I surprised a chill one. Talk to you later. Yeah, probably. I'll be around for a little bit longer, but I am probably going to go to bed soon-ish. Like within, I don't know, a couple hours or something. But yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody, and I will see you in the next time. Yes, get that sleep, says Lapwell. Yes, indeed. Indeed. I do need to. So anyways, okay. Good night, everybody.